Hey there, Sagittarius, and welcome to your week of January 31st, 2022 tarot reading. We're going to be looking at your energy coming into this week, your challenges you might be facing, as well as some potential outcome cards for you. These are going to be then clarified as we go along, and we'll be tying everything off with an oracle card at the end. These are general readings, so some of this, all of this, or maybe none of this will resonate with you. Don't try to make the stuff that doesn't fit. And this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign Sagittarius. Cross-watchers are welcome as well, but just know that the energies can get a little mixed up when you're cross-watching. So, without further ado, we got the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and we've got the Ten of Cups here as well. This is really nice because this is really telling me for a lot of you Sagittarius, you're in a really good position right now. You know, the Three of Pentacles talking about teamwork makes the dream work. The Two of Wands talking about stability. And the Ten of Cups is all about dreams. So for this, it's really telling us that you've got a good supporting cast around you at this time. You're in a stable position and your dreams are coming true. Or at least you're on the path for those dreams coming true. For a lot of you, I feel like you've maybe recently found someone special. Right? The Ten of Cups talks about that dream life. It also talks about your dream person as well. So it feels like a lot of you, especially with that Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups working together, it talks about teamwork makes the dream work. And in my mind, the ultimate team is you and a significant other, right? It's you two against the world. So I feel like this is really great. This is such a nice energy to be in. So let's get some more details on that's actually, we got the Lovers on the bottom of the clarifier deck, which is awesome. So I think that's a really strong sign. So let's take a look and see what we got for clarifiers for you here, Sagittarius. What do we got going on? We got the Queen of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Ace of Swords. I like this. Queen of Pentacles really telling us that you're in a very nurturing mode at this time, not just for yourself, but for those around you too. So very much taking care of the main sure everybody, your friends, your family, your significant other, of course, all taken care of. Everyone you know and care about is in a good position. And you're trying to make sure that's the case. So I think that's really awesome. With Judgment here, I feel like there's some sort of new life being breathed into you because of this, right? Sometimes it's really interesting how we encounter people in our lives and they'll really almost breathe new life into us. I know, for instance, I knew of a story of, I forget the writer, his name now at this time, but he encountered his wife. And his wife suddenly became like a muse to him, right? And suddenly he used to have writer's block. And now all of a sudden it was all cleared up, you know, like she just inspired him and the words would just flow off the page for him. Like it was just incredible. And I feel like, you know, this is kind of that kind of a situation where maybe not necessarily for you Sagittarius, not necessarily for all Sagittarius here, but for a lot of you, I feel like maybe you've encountered a person like that, maybe you know, in a romantic sense. But for others, maybe you just encountered someone like a new friend or a coworker or somebody like that who really inspires you to be better, inspires you to go that next level further, right? There's a line in a song by Nirvana called I can't remember the name of the song now. Oh no. I can't remember the name of the song, but Lounge Act, that's the name of it. But in the song, there's a line and he says, I met a friend, or she made, it's like he's talking about this girl he's in love with, or I feel like he's in love with in the song, but she makes him want more than he could steal, right? He can't, like he could steal physical things and like he wants that, but he wants more than that. Right? He wants things you can't touch, things that are intangible, right? He wants like love, happiness, those kind of things. So that's really cool. I feel like that's kind of that inspiring energy here, which with the Ace of Swords is making you like unstoppable, right? The Ace of Swords talks about overcoming challenges. Any challenge you face, you can overcome it. And I feel like this person, whoever they are, is inspiring you to do this. And, you know, I've been talking a lot about like someone you've recently met. This could be someone you're going to be meeting this week or here shortly in the future. So I like this. This is like fantastic way to start this off, Sagittarius. So let's take a look and see what we got for you for your challenges this week. We got Pop Out already. We got Spike Patrol in the area. Got the Ace of Cups. We got the Ten of Swords. And we got the Seven of Pentacles here. I'll try to remember to link in the description of this video that song, Lounge Act. So maybe somebody will be digging that. I know I'm a big Nirvana fan, so I'll try to remember the best I can. We got the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles in your challenges here. Really, we're saying with this, there might be some overflowing emotions at this time, maybe some overwhelming emotions here, whether they be good or bad, just something that's kind of stifling you a bit here in terms of growth, right? It could be one of those things where this person has you so enamored you actually can't progress, like you just can't stop thinking about them, which is kind of affecting you adversely when it comes to the things you're trying to do in your life, your work and stuff like that. So just be aware of that. You do have to be a little bit disciplined at this time here. With the Ten of Swords as well, saying things might end quickly, or at least you might be afraid things might end quickly here. So just be aware of that. The rug could get pulled out from under you for some reason, but just be aware that is a potential thing. So try to, make do with, the long-term stuff as well here. Be aware of that on top of things. And just try to work hard, try to make sure you're not slacking off, you're not easing away here. I'm sorry, Journey just got up here just before the reading. He's making the place all hairy like he does, the big fluff ball. But let's see what we got. We got some pop outs. It's a few too many. Let's see what we got though for your clarifiers. We got the Queen of Wands, the Empress, and the Queen of Cups. 3 queens in your reading thus far. That's very interesting here. With the Empress on top of things. We're only missing the Queen of Swords now. With the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Empress, there's definitely that immaturity I was kind of talking about here, right? Not to say these queens are immature, but it might be a challenge for you to match up to their maturity level, right? To match up to the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Empress, right? It might be some struggle for you. You might be wanting to be just, like I say, goofing off a bit, right? Not taking things very seriously, trying to, just enjoy your time. You got this person or these people on your mind all the time here. So just bear that in mind as you go through the week here, especially with the Empress. You might feel like there's a scarcity thing going on here where you don't get to spend enough time with them, or you don't get the Journey. You don't get to do enough with them, right? And it could really be affecting you adversely there too. So just be aware of that. Try to keep your mind in an abundance mindset. Try to keep things on the positive here, and try to be mature about this, right? Try not to let things affect you in an adverse way. So let's take a look at your outcome cards here and see what we got going on. All right. We've got the Ten of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, Ten of Wands definitely telling us that there's a conclusion coming here. Maybe something that's been stressing you out quite a bit. Maybe this is a situation for some of you where you're asking this person out, right? You're like, hey, I want to ask you out. I want you to, I feel like there's a real connection here. And it might be quite stressful for you. But I feel like you're in a good position. I feel like this is going to work out in a very positive way for you. Because with the Page of Cups is all about exploring emotions, exploring new things, right? These new feelings you're feeling, right? And it's also about seizing opportunities, right? Wayne Gretzky once famously said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? So it's saying, go for those opportunities. Take your shot, right? I know for myself, I've certainly regretted situations where I wanted to ask someone out, but I didn't. And you spend a too long wondering, what if, right? Especially when you're in a negative mind space. But if you go out and you ask them out and it doesn't work out, well, you don't have any regrets because you shot your shot, right? And with the Knight of Pentacles here too, there is something here that is a long time coming, a long time plan here, and love and permanent relationships take a long time to develop, right? They last for a long time. And the Knight of Pentacles is we're going to get to our destination. It's it's going to take as long as it takes, but we're going to get there. So I feel like that's really beautiful, because I feel like that's really what love, the long lasting love, is all about. Is like, we're going to get to our happily ever after. It'll take as long as it takes, but we're going to get there. So that's really beautiful. Let's get your clarifiers for this and then tie everything off with an oracle card at the end here. Our little Flufflestiltskins has stared Spike off of the table here just to end this reading off. Let's see what we got. We got that 10 of Swords coming out again. We got the 6 of Swords as well. And we got the Page of Swords. All sorts of swords. This is definitely telling me you need to reach out and communicate here, especially with the 10 and the 10 of Swords and Wands both coming out here, because that's really telling me like you need to end the anxiety and the fear and just go for it. You just need to rip the band-aid off. You just need to be like, hey, let's go. Like, hey, I'm asking you out. I'm shooting my shot, right? And the 6 of Swords especially telling us we're in turbulent air now, but we're heading towards calm airs. We're heading towards blue skies. We're heading towards positivity, right? You're going the right direction. Even if, for some of you, if this doesn't work out, which I feel like that's going to be not very many of you, my favorite thing when it comes to this stuff is to say rejection is redirection. This person just isn't for you, and you're being redirected towards the person that is for you, right? And that sucks, because especially when you got your heart set on someone, but it is saying that like, hey, like, let's go for this, right? And I think coming back here with this 10 of Swords, because this is repeated now, especially saying like back here, you're unwilling to rip the band-aid off and just go for it, right? Like, you know, it's kind of that immature energy of like, oh, you know, I kind of want to keep it as a fantasy of like, what if they say yes, right? Like, you want to keep that fantasy alive. You don't want to rip the band-aid off and find out, oh no, it doesn't work out, right? So I think that's really what you need to do. The most important thing here, and especially with this Page of Swords here on top of things, really telling us, oh my god, really telling us that you need to just reach out and communicate, because that's what the Page of Swords is all about. He's all about communicating. He's all about talking about what's going on here. So speaking of what's going on here, we've been invaded by the hairiest animal in the house. It's Journey coming to say hello. Just to tie off your reading here with this oracle card, what do we have for you, Sagittarius? I hope you can see this. It's the wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom, right? And that's something incredible here with the wolf spirit, is to say that when you turn your knowledge, like your knowledge of what is happening, into wisdom, into what's happened before, like this could be a big lesson for you. Is to just go for it. Maybe with this person you end up having, you know, kids with them, for instance, if that's something you're interested in, and you can tell them down the line, like, I just went out and I said, hey, I'm gonna be bold, I'm gonna be courageous, I'm gonna ask, and I asked out your other parent, and that wouldn't have happened, and you wouldn't be around if that hadn't happened. So you got to just go out there and go for it and shoot your shot and not live with regrets, right? So I hope that's helped you out. I hope that's resonated with you. We'll leave you as Journey tears apart your tarot reading. Hopefully this has helped you out. If you want to help out the channel, you can hit that like button. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos after this one. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in the next video, Sagittarius, if Journey doesn't destroy everything in the meantime.